Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to The Last Viking TV. Now, New York tests 3,000 people and finds a 14% of those people with coronavirus antibodies. Isn't that amazing? So there are literally like 14% out of 3,000 people. Now, that's just a very, very small amount of people that are actually in New York. So out of 3,000 people, 14%, so that would be around 300 and maybe 315 people that had coronavirus antibodies out of the 3,000 that were tested. So that is huge. Keep in mind, these people right here were most likely people that didn't even know or show any signs that they actually had the coronavirus. So these people were obviously walking around causing the spread without even knowing it, and then infecting other people. But at the same time, now that they're over it, they also have antibodies as well. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Also, this story is reported by brought to you part by Reuters. File photo. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo speaks during a news conference at the Javits Center, which will be partially converted into a temporary hospital during the outbreak of the coronavirus disease COVID-19 in COVID-19 in New York City in New York, U.S. March 27th, 2020. The Reuters, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo said on Thursday a screening of 3,000 people found nearly 14% tested positive for antibodies for the novel coronavirus, suggesting that 2.7 million residents across the state may have been infected with the disease. Cuomo noted that the survey was preliminary and had limitations, including the possibility that New York, like California, could find the coronavirus was circulating and killing people earlier than previously known. He said the testing targeted people who were out shopping, meaning that they may be more likely to have been infected than people isolating at home. Still, Cuomo said the preliminary data added to the state's understanding of the virus and at least initially indicated a fatality rate of about 0.5% of confirmed cases. That is far lower than some experts feared. So over this past week, Cuomo, so let's get back to that. So the fatality rate of about 0.5 of confirmed cases. And again, that is far lower than what the experts were telling us. So the experts were telling us that there's such a really, really high rate. And again, you're going to hear the confirmed cases. You're going to hear the confirmed death cases of coronavirus. But keep in mind, the country, United States, specifically also California and New York, have such a very large population. And keep in mind, most of these people are undocumented. So you're going to have, let's say California, 10 million people. There's going to be about another 5 to another 10 million people that are undocumented, meaning that there's going to be people that the government has no clue that they're even here, sharing the same viruses, sharing the same diseases that we're sharing, also helping the spread. That's why it's very important to have registered and documented people so the government knows how many people are in a given area and given territory, knowing exactly how many people are infected. And this is a reason being. So now, based off of the combination of documented and undocumented people in New York, that there's only about 0.5% of confirmed cases of mortality fatality rate of 0.5% of confirmed cases. That is far lower than some experts feared. Over the past week, Cuomo has increasingly turned his attention to ramping up testing as hospitalizations, intubations, and other metrics continue to improve, suggesting the state hit hardest by the pandemic was likely past the worst stage. Cuomo told a daily briefing that hospitalizations fell by more than 500 patients on Wednesday. the 10th straight day of decline. So 10 days straight of a decline. He reported an additional 438 coronavirus-related deaths, down from 474 a day earlier, to the lowest hospital total since April 1st. Como, a Democrat, called for a bipartisan approach to the virus, which has infected more than 845,000 Americans and taken nearly 48,000 lives, according to a Reuters tally. But he took aim at the U.S. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, a Republican, for his comments on Wednesday, suggesting U.S. state could file for bankruptcy to deal with massive economic losses stemming from the outbreak. Cuomo, who has estimated his state in facing a $10 billion to $15 billion budget shortfall, called Mick McConnell's suggestion one of the really dumb ideas of all time, said Cuomo. You want to see that stock market fall through the cellar? Question. Let New York State declare bankruptcy, let Michigan declare bankruptcy, let Illinois declare bankruptcy, let California declare bankruptcy. You will see a collapse of this national economy, Cuomo warned. So just don't. Strong words from a Democrat. So yeah, here you go. This is huge. Out of 3,000, 14% of them had antibodies from the coronavirus. So there's a lot of people out there walking around that don't even know that they're infected, infecting other people that have, underlying health conditions that could really become sick. A lot of those people that didn't even know they were sick has antibodies, which shows that they once upon a time had the virus. Now again, this is just only 3,000 people. Now let's take this up to a higher scale of 1 million people, with a 14% people testing positive for coronavirus antibodies. 14% of 1 million, that's a lot of people that have had the virus. That's over 100,000 people that have had the virus alone, walking around spreading the virus, not knowing it, and then having antibodies at a later date. So now that we're starting to have a decrease in this, we're having a decrease in hospitalizations. We're having a decrease in people dying from this virus. We're having a decrease from intubations. So are we on the downside slope of this virus? I believe so. And so does Governor Cuomo, New York. So you heard it here 5 minutes ago. So 5 minutes ago, this post was posted on Reuters. So yeah, here you go. Please share and subscribe. Subscribing helps the channel grow, and sharing gets people informed about what's going on my channel. I put out videos right now, probably about maybe 3 or 4 videos a week. I try my best. Whenever there's really breaking news and I'm really active in it, then I'll start to post more videos. I do a lot of random content. It's not just one thing or the other. It's a lot of random content. I pretty much focus in different areas. So please share and subscribe. Thanks for watching. We got about 2,300-ish subscribers right now, looking to try to get around 5,000 subscribers. Please share and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Until next time, your support for this channel means so much. Thank you again.